Welcome to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus Wiley. Woo! I don't look tired, do I? Because I pulled an all-nighter watching that Katt Williams. That thing was epic. And we're going to have us an epic show here, too, on Never Shut Up, where we learn those life lessons, talking through that sports and entertainment, and covering the media like the media covers everybody else. Woo! That thing was fire. So y'all got to go to Brinks TV. That's fire, too. $1,000 in Brinks bucks for you. Free merch, discounts, as long as you log on. Sign up. It's a free sign up for you. So shout out to our sponsors and BetUS, Wileywins.com. Go there. You will get some of that love as well. 125% first deposit and a $50 free play. Look at me. I'm hooking y'all up. All right, y'all. Y'all hook me up, too. Go to projecttransition.org. And if you leave a donation, I will send you this book, Recurring Donation. All right, y'all. We start off every show with what's up with that dude. We only got one thing. Yesterday was a normal day. Kids went to school, picked them up. They were crazy. Went to a basketball game, high school basketball game. That was fun, seeing little man MJ watching them big boys play. He was like, damn, they physical. I said, yeah, basketball ain't no, everybody always say it's not that physical. Shoot. Them boys be out there grinding for it, and especially in that paint. He was looking at them elbows like, I don't know, Daddy, do I want all that? I was like, yeah, one day. Don't even think that far ahead. It was fun. We kicked it there, but we also got a new format alert. Yeah, man, because we got to get ready for those Dat Dudes that are coming, and Dat Dudes will allow us now to just go through these first few topics together consecutively, right? We ain't gonna pause, we ain't gonna stop, we gonna keep this going. So let's see how you guys love that and react to that. So let's start off with Boomer Esiason. Boom! And his boy, Greg G. They were over there talking about Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers needs to get banned from doing the Pat McAfee show. I was like, damn, banned? That's what we talking about right now? Well, there's obviously some precedent here before. I'm not going to give you guys the clue. Y'all got to listen to what Boomer and Greg G had to say about it. Check it out.
By the way, that's ESPN. And who does Jimmy Kimmel work for?
ABC.
Which is the same company. It's Disney.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, I don't. Wow, there's got to be some sparks going back and forth within the company and the producers and what the hell is going on? Is this what Bob Iger signed up for? I mean, there's a lot of crap going on here.
Yeah, and I remember, so this was not when I was out there. It was a few years after I left, but you'll probably remember because every single week he made news. It was Ben Roethlisberger used to go on the local radio station in Pittsburgh and say all this stuff on the show about the team that he never said when he was in the locker room to the assembled media. And every single week, it was something new that Mike Tomlin had to respond to, whether he was questioning teammates or coaching or whatever, all this crazy stuff, until the point where they shut it down. That was it. I don't care how much you're getting paid. You are not doing this. It is a detriment to the team. And he stopped doing it. If I'm Woody Johnson, I'll find a way to get you whatever you're getting paid from McAfee. I'll find you a way. I mean, Robert Kraft found all sorts of different ways to get Tom Brady paid. I'll find you a way to get you that $1 million.
He got Tom Brady on the Delta board.
Right.
Delta Airlines board or something. Right?
I'll find you. I'll put you in charge of you could be the CEO of Q-Tips over at Johnson & Johnson. Whatever it is. I'll get you that $1 million. You can't do this show anymore. You can't. You're killing us. You killed us for an entire year. Everybody has to respond to it. The team has to respond to it. I mean, I'm hoping that the media doesn't go to Rob Saleh and go like, hey, what's your take on Jimmy Kimmel, Jeffrey Epstein, and ARod Rodgers? But they might. They might. They got to deal with that.
You never know, man. You never know.
He's got to get off that show. And the Jets have to do something about it. But they don't have any guts to stand up to him and say that. And he'll be like, this is what I do. They pay me. What am I supposed to do? I enjoy doing it, and screw you guys. And that's going to be a fight.
When this came out, it was like bizarro land.
I couldn't believe it.
I was like, what?
I was looking back. I was like, is that really the real Jimmy Kimmel? Did he really say this? What is he what's going on? And he wasn't overreacting. Like, he could have come out even stronger than he did, Jimmy Kimmel, about this. So
He put Jimmy Kimmel's family in like right smack dab with the target on.
Okay, they said a whole lot right there, but basically Aaron Rodgers is under fire because look, you give somebody an inch, they take a mile. And they've been giving Aaron Rodgers all these inches, and now they're like, look how many miles away he is. That sucker done went. He done went to the point where he is naming Jimmy Kimmel or joking that Jimmy Kimmel's on the Jeffrey Epstein list, right? Now, we all know that part of that list came out, So for y'all who went on there and searched and saw, oh, okay, they ain't even say Jimmy Kimmel or anybody else, Still got some names to go. Now, this doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong. It's just you've been in association, you've been around Epstein or been to this mansion, they were saying. Whatever. Prince Andrew, David Copperfield. How the hell they catch David Copperfield? David Copperfield was like, I'm off work. I ain't about to disappear. I'm here. I'm over here with Epstein. Just chill. That's my dog. That's my homie, right? Donald Trump, Michael Jackson were some of the names revealed. I'm sure there were other big names out there that you guys may love and respect, but the list is incomplete. But that doesn't mean that Aaron Rodgers is off the hook in terms of the criticism, because, dog, your role is to throw touchdowns. Oh, last time that I checked, you only have 4 plays of attempting to throw touchdowns, and then you were injured. But you kept making these headlines every single week because of the Pat McAfee show. So one thing we ain't going to do is blame Pat McAfee and his show, because the show, that's a huge get to get Aaron Rodgers on the show every single week. Even though you had to pay him, even though you had to write that check, you got Aaron Rodgers, which is a big pop. Now, you don't control Aaron Rodgers. You can't tell him what to say. Aaron Rodgers going to do what Aaron Rodgers want to do once he's on that show. Now, who is the one that we're going to put this fault, this blame to? It's got to be the organization, because do you want all of this fodder out there all the time for your organization to have to answer to? Especially when it's from an OG veteran, especially when it's from a dude who ain't even playing. That's the thing that you do hate as a teammate. You're like, dog, we ain't tripping. That's Aaron Rodgers. What can I say? But then you're like, but what is he saying? Especially when he ain't even playing, right? So there's resentment. I don't care who comes out and says what. Everybody ain't gonna come out and say something, and that's probably one of those guys resenting them. Like, dog, shut up. Like we ain't tripping. But then this ain't even that. This is not even what Ben Roethlisberger was doing, which is like, you know, you get way tougher on your damn weekly show than you are in this locker room. This ain't even that. This is, dog, you really trying to air out your beefs. You really trying to get yours against somebody else, another big timer. We're talking about Jimmy Kimmel. When they ain't got nothing to do with football. They ain't got nothing to do while you on this team. They ain't got nothing to do with you being my teammate. They ain't got nothing to do with us. And now, not only did you say it, but so far looks untrue, but that's reckless, dog. Like, why are you going at that man like that? Like, who wants to be summed up like that? Even if you joking, bruh. So this is where I think that Boomer and them have a point. Their point is somebody gonna have to come down and cut the ties. Now, it won't be the network. I doubt ESPN, Disney wants to get involved with this. It will almost make them look like they're being petty. Even though this is a real thing, you didn't see Jimmy Kimmel come out guns blazing. He just said, hey, I got the strap out, maybe a warning shot may go off. But he ain't blaze at Aaron Rodgers. So I don't think that ESPN, Disney does anything about it. But I do think the Jets may have to jump in this and just be like, you know what, Aaron? Rehab went well. You almost came back. How about next year we just have a clean slate just focused in on football? That's what they're going to do and hit him with. And you know Aaron going to be like, just basically say, you don't want me to do the damn show anymore. And then if you say that, that means I'm really going to do the show, because that's how Aaron Rodgers rolls. So tell me what y'all think. Should somebody step in? Should it be the organization? Should it be Disney? And just tell this dude stop playing because you're doing way too much. I don't feel it like that. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to listen anyway, but it's worth a mention to Aaron Rodgers. This ain't helping you throw touchdown passes. And the last thing is, man, did y'all take him seriously, or y'all thought he was joking about that Epstein list? Some things ain't funny. If you watch that Katt Williams special, you're going to know what I'm talking about, and we're going to talk about that real soon. So beat that up in the comments. Let's chop up some wood. All right, here's some wood to chop up, some wood that I chopped up before. The Pro Bowl is out. Now, my first question is, do y'all even care about the Pro Bowl anymore? According to the ratings, you liars, you do. The ratings weren't bad for the Pro Bowl. I was surprised because I hated what I saw. I was like, what is this wide world of sports, Disney, Raging Waters, Chuck E. Cheese? Like, what they doing to these football players? And it's weird. I love my son playing flag football. That's all he going to play to high school. And I love coaching flag football. And frankly, I grew up judging flag football like, man, that's for softies. That's for them little sorry-ass kids, right? But now I love it. I'm saying that's smart. You learn the game the same way without all the hits. Who wants to be 9 years old with a sprained meniscus? 9 years old up in sports rehab, LA, talking about, yeah, just got a little ACL sprain. Nobody need all that, right? But when I see the pros do it, I look at them and I say, not the Pro Bowl. There is a pro football league for flag football that I salute, that I respect. But y'all ain't doing that. Y'all just over here giggling and laughing because y'all ain't getting hit like in real football and then got flags on. That ain't the same. Show some respect for flag football if y'all gonna play flag football. Because you always see them catch the ball and then they go like this and they start jogging around and then they start running real fast and then they just, oh, you almost got me. Like, that ain't flag football, dog. Just say you don't want to play today. It'll be okay. So Pro Bowl votes already tallied, and now we got the rosters. I am not about to go name for name as we show the NFC and the AFC Pro Bowl rosters. I ain't interested in like that. You know what I mean? Everybody on this list deserves to be on this list. Now, there's different degrees of you deserving it, which is the conversation that we could have. But I don't even think that's as interesting. You know what I think is more interesting? Who ain't on this damn list? All right, let me give y'all a little story before I get into these names. First time I got voted on the Pro Bowl roster was way back in the days, like 99, 2000. And this is how it used to be, where you got voted on as a starter, and then the coaches do the backups, and then it wasn't all that switching around like I ain't playing, I'm busy, we got the Super Bowl. It wasn't none of that. So the roster you heard was the roster that played. Then all of a sudden that changed. And I was mad because I would have made it to 2 more Pro Bowls if I had played in this era without playing any better, any different, because I was voted as an alternate my first time. And I remember Wade Phillips said, hey guys, get in the huddle, we got a few Pro Bowl votes in, and we got some guys who made the roster. And he said their names, and he said, we also got some alternates. And he said my name. I was like, I made the Pro Bowl? And he was like, well, you're alternate, if somebody doesn't go, you're in. They all went. So first year I ever made the Pro Bowl, I didn't make the Pro Bowl. But now, if you don't make the Pro Bowl, you probably made the Pro Bowl. You get it? So then the second year, they couldn't take it away from your boy. I was a starter that year. Then the third year, I was an alternate again. So that lets you know I'm doing this. Right? And I remember saying, damn, ain't nobody going to miss the Pro Bowl, because that was when it was in Hawaii. And we ain't missing no Hawaii trip. I don't give a damn. I don't care what y'all think of this game. We in Hawaii chilling. And that Warren Moon party he used to throw every year, kaboom, kaboom. Before social media, it was a scene. So I saw this list. I saw all the names. Salute to everybody. Congratulations. That's a huge honor. Think about it, y'all. Let's go through it. All right. You play football, you flag football, Pop Warner. Then you get to high school, you ball out. Then you go to college, you ball out. You go to the pros, you're just trying to make the squad. You make the squad, you become a starter. Not only are you a starter, now you're trying to make a name. Okay, well, you one of the guys we count on, and you still not in the Pro Bowl. And you balling out of control. And then there's those guys who made the Pro Bowl. And then let's take it to the next level, all pro. And then to the next level, Hall of Fame. I got one level short. I got all them levels, all them boxes checked, except the Hall of Fame. But in college, I am a Hall of Famer, and in high school. So let's talk about this. Who got that close and didn't get a Pro Bowl nod? Let's start here. Antoine Winfield Jr. Y'all know him? I played with his daddy. God dog, his daddy did everything. And you couldn't see it coming. His daddy, I swear Antoine was 5'9", 170, 180. I don't know what he looked like a flanker. They don't even have flankers anymore. He looked like a flanker. And from that point, I was like, this dude is just insane. I don't know how many Pro Bowls his dad made, but his son just got snubbed again. Antoine Winfield Jr. be out there balling. 5 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 3 picks everywhere on the field for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He got snubbed. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he got snubbed. Second in catches, 5th in yards in the NFL. More importantly, helped the Detroit Lions turn around their season. Forget season, their history. Not only on the field of production, but in mindset. That dude different. That dude practices. That dude puts in that work. His philosophy, his mindset is contagious. Them boys are out there balling. They done reset the course in Detroit, and he didn't get the nod. All right, my boy Brandon I didn't make it either. Now, I watch how they play, and I'm like, he is so important. He takes the top off of the defense. More importantly, leads the league in yards per catch. But at the same time, even when you're watching the games, even when you listen to the broadcast, they don't put enough shine on what he does. So therefore, he doesn't get enough shine. But that's a guy who got snubbed. But I think the biggest snub of them all is my man Josh Allen. Now, Josh Allen is in MVP conversations. He was a few weeks ago really in them. But he ain't going to win it. We all know it's going to be Lamar Jackson. But he was in the MVP conversation. But he can't get in the Pro Bowl. Why? Because it's Patrick Mahomes in the Pro Bowl. Lamar Jackson, who's going to win the MVP. And Tua, because Tua was balling. So, hey, what can you do? Who you going to take off? Would you put Josh Allen on? And if you did, who would you take off? All right, so take a look at the Pro Bowl list. Y'all go through it, bore yourself. It's in Orlando. Bore yourself and watching the game. Nah, I'm going to watch something. I saw last year somebody doing some flips, craziest catches, and landing on tarps. They need to think of some other stuff, but hey, go ahead. Let's watch it. It's for the itty bitties, right? But tell me who y'all think got snubbed and who shouldn't be on the list. How about that? Let's have a little fun. Beat that up in the comments. And I got one more to insert in there. Just random. If Tom Brady came back, y'all think he would make the Pro Bowl? I just think Brady would come back. And that dude is Midas, King Midas with the golden touch. All right. This is what I've been waiting for. Katt Williams. Goodness. Y'all watch that interview? First of all, let's give Shannon Sharp his props. Not only finding his sweet spot is this. First Take, I don't even watch First Take like that, but he's great at that, I'm sure. I've seen him on Undisputed. I know he's great. Boy, I used to work with Shannon. I used to go when he was CBS, like 20 years ago, right? And that wasn't his best fit because he had way more personality than they will allow in those, those studio shows like that. But he done found it now. He is Mr. Oprah. Sucker there to be interviewing. But this is why he was such a good interview. Because he let it stir. He let it cook. He was like, you can take over, Katt. I mean, they here for you. They here with me, but they here for you. And they want to hear it. And boy, did we hear it. Oh, my God. Katt Williams came up there, just blazed, Katt. And he said it. All lies will be exposed. And that hit me in the heart. Why that hit me in the heart is because, obviously, you guys have rocked with me and all 145,000 of you subscribers and more and growing. There's been times when I've had to expose. And I always feel a little dirty doing it, right? I'm like, am I doing this and is this going to make the world better? Or am I coming off as bitter? And I was watching Katt Williams and my wife was asking me that and a few of my boys on group text. They were like, he looked bitter. He sound bitter. And I was like, I don't know. I think he's course correcting. I think this is for the better. And I know when I do it, I feel it's for the better. But at the same time, you will catch cats who will say, you sound bitter. If you talk about somebody and you're lying about that person, right? Who's going to correct you? Whoever corrects you, they're going to call either a hater or bitter. But all he's doing is correcting you. Catching that? That's what Katt Williams, I think, got boxed into, even though I think he magnificently came out of this interview. But you got to watch it for yourself and tell me. All right, so Katt Williams said all lies will be exposed. And then he had a few clips in there talking about different comedians. Had a clip in there about Joe Rogan. Comedians not funny. Not going to play that clip. It was interesting, though. Censoring comedians and how comedians can't talk right now. And, choice words. You can't say the R word because it hurts people. And I'm with that. If a word hurts you, I'm not going to say it. But at the same time, words don't really hurt me. So it's like, you can say retarded to me. You can say, what else? Midget to me. But I'm not neither one. But if you are and you're like, I don't want to hear it, okay. But I do know people who are mentally challenged who don't mind being called retarded. It's weird. And, I know people that are black don't mind getting called the N-word. For y'all who out there like, oh. And I do. I'm like, don't call me no N-word, dog. But you know, my boys, they keep saying neat. And they keep calling me that while they saying, I'm sorry, N-word. I'm sorry, Nito. I'm sorry, Ninja. My dog, Marcellus. I love you, Ninja. I'm like, what? So the point is, I'm not in that conversation. But he had a conversation about that. And I want y'all to hear that clip about censoring comedians.
Tell those jokes in 2024 that they told in the 70s and the 80s.
So they wouldn't have told them.
But that's my point.
They're not inferior people.
No.
If they were in this time, they would be going according to our time. Just like then, we were going according to that. Like, that's how it is in the world. There are words that we can use for a while. And when we use them for a while until somebody says, that ain't a good word, we should stop saying that.
Correct.
That don't make people feel good. And we stop saying the word. And we move on to another word. You can't say the R word. You can certainly say special needs.
Yeah.
You can certainly say spectrum.
Be slow.
There are things that you can say to get your point that don't have to hurt people.
Right.
But you would know that if what you did was construct the English language for a living, then you would understand that part.
Okay, so we caught that, right? And he broke it down. Like, Katt is smart. More than smart, he's alert. He will stop the giggling. He'll be like, hey, did you just say? He caught Shannon a couple times. Like, Shannon, no, you asked me about marriage. She said, no, I didn't. He was like, no, you did, but you got back. You got scared of it and didn't want to talk through it, but let's go. Like, y'all say what y'all want about Katt Williams. That sucker is breaking down every syllable. But then he got to women and the women comedians, and he was talking about the lady Wanda Smith when she tried to get him. Listen to what he said about female comedians.
But how hard? Because you have to understand, she is a female. And so you have to be careful. You have to handle her with kid gloves.
Sir, you want to go ahead and take that out? You don't want to be against equality, do you?
No.
What you just said was very unequal, sir.
Bruh, but
I think maybe you've had enough of this. Because I think I just heard you say that women are not equal and should be treated unequally.
They want to be treated.
You mean
equal.
as a comedian?
No. Listen, you understand and I understand.
Yeah.
In certain situations, they want to be treated equal. Not all situations.
And what part of what you saw her get?
Oh, she deserved everything you gave her.
What part would have been different if she was a man? It would have just been more vicious.
Yeah, that's my point.
I took all the vicious and venom away because I didn't have any. Plus, I understood. I'm not trying to offend black women with short hair. I'm not trying to offend heavyset women. I'm not trying to upset fellow comedians. I'm not trying to do any of that, and I am qualified to be able to do none of that and still eviscerate you because I'm smart enough to know that I need to say that you have gnarled fingers because I know your limited education means you don't know what the word means. So you can't possibly respond to it. You're not sure of the meaning. And I'm going to continue hitting you because this is what comedians do.
Right.
You've been masquerading that you're a comedian too. And that's the fallacy.
So
nobody in boxing fights out of their weight class. If you're a 130 pounder, you don't just show up with the 160 pounders. You stay in your weight class.
Is that what you wanted to do?
No.
That she was out of her league when it came to... Because
I didn't want to do any of it.
I know you didn't want to,
do any
but once she took it there, did you feel that you had to go there? Oh, you
go where?
You could have said, Wanda, I didn't come here for that. I just want to do the interview. I just want to talk about what happened.
Oh, you misunderstand my job. My job is to be funny. My job is to be funny first. My first job is to be funny. My second job is to be respectful. My third job is to be immaculate and Gaza strip it. That's non-political. I'm saying, if you do it, you let a terrorist accidentally touch over here, and I won't stop burning you down until there ain't nothing left. It'll literally be rubble on top of rubble, and I'll still be bombing. Why? Because that's why you should mind your business. This is what F around and find out is about.
Right.
Okay. Now, I love that. I really believe in equality. so much that I know that this world is not equal. Like, the world is not fair. People know the world's not fair, but they think the world's going to be equal. People think you mean or wrong or, oh, what is up with you? They try to label you when you say, hold on, the world's not fair, so it won't be equal. It won't be, right? I was born to turn into a 6'4", 282-pound defensive end beast. Went to a high school game yesterday. The best player on the court of all the games I saw was 5'6". And doesn't look like, and I saw his daddy. He already taller than his daddy. Boy, was a dog. I asked everybody in the crowd that I knew, I said, is he going to go to the next level? They were like, dog. Because they're going to find somebody 6'3" to do the same damn thing. It's a 6'3" dog out there right now going with that 5'6" person. So I believe then that we going to treat each other the same, even though we know it ain't equal, because it ain't fair. When a woman comedian comes at Katt like, I took something off it, but you know what? I ain't come at her sideways. And I like that point, because that point is how we need to respect each other. Like, dog, you said something to me? My turn, because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So respect to that. He went at Ricky Smiley. Man, I ain't even gonna mess with that, because I didn't think that was that serious. Like, you know, it was his first role next Friday, so I understand why he harped on it, but I wasn't there. I'm there for the Cedric Entertainer and Steve Harvey parts. Y'all catch that? Okay, so he says stole his jokes, and he questions Ced's talent. Full disclosure, Cedric the Entertainer is my homeboy. Used to live right across the street from him for a bunch of years. So I still see him all the time, hang. We just went to dinner maybe a month ago. Okay, that don't mean I protect nobody. In this situation, the way Katt broke it down and the way that Ced responded, I believe that Katt Williams feels that Ced stole his joke. Why? Because back in those days, pre-social media, before the internet, if you saw somebody saying something that was dope or doing something dope, it didn't travel around the world if they didn't have audience. And if you had an audience, you could do that. Now, this is not to say he did steal the joke, but I do know this would happen. MC Hammer wasn't the first to do the Running Man. MC Hammer on the corner one day hanging out. You're like, who that little kid doing, some little dude named Sidney just doing the Running Man? Next thing you know, he does it on a video. They put me in the mix, and everybody like, oh my God, Hammer dance. Now that's Sidney's dance. You see what I'm saying? So I don't always think it's even egregious, but it's just like, oh, I'm gonna borrow from you, but I'm gonna borrow with a bigger audience, and then it's now. Now, if you did it now, you stealing, you biting. Like all the rappers used to say, oh man, stop biting my style, stop biting my flow. Okay, I will. And then you know what's happened? You know what happened in the 90s? They literally would say exactly what you said. In the 80s, 70s, you couldn't do anything that I said. And then Biggie just would say whatever you said. Jay-Z would just say what you said. And there it went, right? So Jay-Z even took Ice-T's song, 99 Problems, and it's just, that's how the game went. But now, because you could be in the smallest hole-in-the-wall club in the world, but we got that camera, bruh. That's going out to the world. So different times, I think that will really settle that argument. The Steve Harvey stuff and Mark Curry's sitcom, I never thought about that. All these years, I was like, damn, that is the same damn architect of a show. 4 years later, after somebody got a show, and it was a good show, Mark Curry's show, but Steve Harvey's show, bigger, right? So then Steve Harvey just took his show, like they were doing in the 90s. I told y'all, it's real stuff out there. So he sent some shots at him, Earthquake, who's the homie, Faison Love. I said Faison and them. They ain't even on his level, so he's not even trying to go there. They ain't got specials. What I took from it was this. Look, Katt Williams obviously had a little extra sauce in him because he got that Dark Matter tour coming up. He's filming his special in May. Whatever you want to call it, if he's just trying to take shots to get some relevancy, which he doesn't need, or just to get more buzz for his show, which everyone needs, he went out with that extra hot sauce. More than that, though, I think that he just said, and this is what I feel, this is why I loved it. Man, these dudes out here, they faking it, and y'all falling for the fake. So let me just tell you how it really is. And I want to know how y'all took it. Did you take it like, Man, they ain't blackballing you. You just ain't getting those opportunities because you're not as good. Or did y'all take it like, oh, you do got to play a certain way? And I know for a fact in my world, I don't think that gatekeeper is the best word. I don't think that you got to play the game is the best phrase. What I think is you need to know somebody in power if you gonna flex. And if you not gonna flex, then you gonna be able to one day potentially get that power. If you stay straight and narrow, don't make any waves, you will go unnoticed, and one day people will have to notice you because you don't move your way all the way up. I think that's one course. Another course is, I'm gonna do me, and when you do you, a lot of people gonna distance themselves because celebrities do not like to compromise their social status for their identity or for their politics or their true feelings. They will not. I know that for a fact. Now, I'm sitting here on Dynamite too because I got a phone full of messages and texts and pictures of a lot of stuff that will make waves, and sometimes it does. I see people get caught up in some waves, and I'm like, ooh. You know, I think who's doing that right now? Now, it ain't me, and I ain't gonna ever do it, but I'm just telling you who's doing it. It's some rapper. Yeah, some rapper out there. I'm gonna find out his name. And every time something pops off, he says something about what he knows about it too. And people doing that to Diddy and everybody right now. I ain't built like that. Come on, man. I'm built like we did that in that moment, and that was that moment. Good, bad, or ugly. That's that moment. Why I'm gonna bring it up 30 years later and just try to come get you because you got caught up in something else and be like, oh yeah, 30 years ago, I didn't know he was like that. I was like, y'all some chicken shits. Chicken shits. So I'm with Katt. Katt is sitting at home watching people just get away with all the faking and the lying. And he's like, wait, no. Can't be doing all that, right? So I'm with that. Now, if Katt's out there doing too much, is Katt in the wrong for correcting them? Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you thought about it. What do you think about the interview just in general? All that said. I like the fact that he said names and numbers. He ain't come out there playing around. He ain't come out there BSing. I loved his honesty. Not sure if he was completely honest with the facts. He told his truth though. But I don't know if everything like actually happened the way he said it. He didn't even know some of the dates at times. So, who knows? But I do think he came 100 from his perspective. All right. Here's what I did hate. I hate that we're in a place right now that when you say names and numbers, you're going to get more love, attention. You're going to have me up all night. And see, this is why I'm talking about. I'm a part of it too. Then when you say something intelligent or something that's for idea, like you trying to inspire people with intelligence and ideas. I'll kill. Go up there and just say, Cedric Entertainer, man, that dude fat and he ain't that damn talented. And people just go for it. What is that about us? Oh, man, his honesty, that was dope. But I think that higher ratings just come from lower vibrations, and that was just as simple. That's what we saw there. But tell me what you think about it. And do you think it was a clout chase, or you think he was really trying to course correct? Keep it that simple for you guys. All right, y'all, coming up next on Never Shut Up, we are going to funk up some comments, and we're going to hit you with a Wileyism. Get up out of here. This is Wileyism. This is one of the doper ones right here. Not the dopest, the doper ones. Let's get through it. Next on Never Shut Up, Brings TV and Reads TV. Wop, wop. Welcome back to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus Wiley. The new format, because we're gonna have a new segment that dudes dudes. I can't lie, I'm so pumped. I've been breaking down film of these kids and clowning, but also educating, and it's fun to do it behind the scenes. We're gonna unveil that maybe in a week or two, hopefully. But boy, I want you guys right now to just get prepared to start going in your photos, your videos, and find all the itty bitties that y'all are out there parenting and coaching, and send it to me. Yeah, just get it prepared right now. All the information will come, but it's gonna be hilarious, and I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna be everyone's coach. It's fine. I love doing that. It's a part of our initiative that we have, Champions of Change, with the foundation, projecttransition.org. If you leave your email, you'll be a part of the team. You leave a donation, recurring donation gets this book. So simple as that. Through the foundation, I'm going to coach your kids and have some fun coaching them too. Woo, these little kids, boy, they got a lot to learn, but they got a lot to offer. Can't wait to go through that. All right, let's funk up some comments. Yeah, okay. Let's get to this one about ARod Rodgers. Rodgers better hope that name really on that list, or he about to pay a pretty penny if he does get sued. Yeah, well, he's not on the list yet. The list is incomplete. And more importantly, I don't think he's going to sue, because you got to show loss to show defamation. I mean, what has he lost? What has Jimmy Kimmel lost? Maybe some reputation. Maybe somebody was like, ugh, maybe somebody opted out. I don't want to follow you anymore if you're on this list, somebody that extreme. But can you materialize that? That's a lot to pay a lawyer to go sue ARod Rodgers for. I've not lost much. I haven't lost one brand, one sponsor, one endorsement, one job. That's the game. God, our judicial system's so messed up. So messed up. It ain't about right or wrongs, y'all. As y'all know, it's about what you can prove and how much pay can you get. NBA snipers, let's talk about that. Had to be Serena. Nope. Oh, so I asked everybody who was in the crowd that everybody looked up and said, whoa, everybody in the club getting beat. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Nope, it wasn't Serena Williams. Now I want to know how the coaches are sniping. I'll tell you how the coaches are sniping. The coaches don't have curfew. Do I have to say anything else? Players in football got curfew. Coaches, NBA, they ain't got curfew either. They ain't got no curfew. They on the road. They away from the wife and the kids, and they ain't got no curfew. No wife, no kids. So what? Curfew? Oh, no curfew? Oh. It's like when you land in Vegas. Oh, I'm going to be good. I'm just going to go gamble, watch a couple shows, get a nice meal. As soon as you land in Vegas and you get in that car, he'd be like, can we go to that liquor store real quick on the way to the hotel? The energy of Vegas, like, I got 2 days to act a Donkey Kong. Okay, here we go. Is it Skylar Diggins? Ding, 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 ding. It was Skylar Diggins. I remember because she sat right in front of me. That's what it was. And so everybody, I didn't notice before she was on the screen. So everybody's there, and it's like, and the Gatorade, I think it was Gatorade Player of the Year or something. Gatorade Player of the Year, some dude, and then her, Skylar Diggins. And everybody's looking at her. Everybody's like, dang, pretty. Right? Everybody like pretty, but then you're like Gatorade Player of the Year. You're like, is that 18 or 17? So you're like, But don't matter. People just trying to act like they're giving her props and stuff. So I got to see it all because she's right in front of me. So then everybody trying to go, where she at? Like, all right, let me put some bids on that. Oh, it was funny, man. One of the things I had to take y'all behind the veil. It was hilarious. All right. And there was some real big names, too, doing it. It was crazy. All right, Tom Brady. Not everyone wanted to be a pro athlete. Okay, liar. There are a lot of people that don't even like sports. Yeah, you tend to not like something you're not good at. But how did you find out you weren't good at it? There is not a single person I ever met, and I met the nerds of nerds. I went to damn Ivy League school. Stop playing with me. Ain't a single person ever walked this planet didn't try to play one sport. Pinball's a sport. I don't know what you're going to call it, right? Pitfall, whatever you want to call it, right? Croquette, cricket, whatever you're going to, shuffleboard. Stop it. Now, all those sports ain't got no pro leagues. All those sports ain't going to lead to something. And then you ain't going to help your chances of getting there anyway. You ain't good at any of them. Okay, backgammon, whatever you want to say. Spades, Uno, whatever you want to say. Your ass tried to play a sport before. You know you did. and then you ain't good at it. Then you try to act like, oh, you want to like sports. Okay. It don't like you either. Ask yourself, what are you doing here on a sports talk show, watching through at least the intro and first segment? What? I don't even know. Oh, somebody responded to my point. Somebody responded to you saying some people don't even like sports. And he's like, well, then ask yourself, what are you doing there on a sports talk show, watching through at least the intro and first segment? Laugh out loud. Yeah, man, you ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. All right, y'all. Y'all, every show we finish with a Wileyism. Yeah. Let's be honest. We're all liars. Oh, man. I was watching that Katt Williams, and I was like, dog, I swear he ain't lying. Because I know when I talk, I'm like, I ain't lying. So I was like, I'm giving him that same cred. He ain't lying. But then you be like, we all lying. You know why we all lying? Because I ain't going to lie to y'all. I got at least 7 things I've done in my life that nobody knows. Nobody. Oh, I can tell you, all right, let me make it 6. Mama, you didn't catch me under the house. I tried to burn that damn mattress too. I was a bad little kid. I had a water jug and a mattress. I was like, ooh. Because you know, mattress, if it's under, I live in an apartment building. Long story short, it was leaking some of that cotton out. And I was looking like, damn. So I was like, oh, let me light some cotton. Boy, you like cotton. Ooh, it's a different magic. I told you I'm a pyro. So I'm like, woof. So the next day I'm like, woof. And I was like, ooh. I was like, don't do it. Just a little. It gets worse. That was like the easiest one. It gets way worse. Point being, I love it. Keeping it real, telling the truth. But let's be honest, we're all liars, right? So as I watched Katt Williams give me 100% pure dope uncut, I was like, man, him too, right? What are the skeletons in his closet, my closet, your closet? Ain't nobody about to share. Ain't nobody got that key. Oh, Ben buried that key. You ain't finding that key. It's underneath the Titanic in the bottom of the ocean, right? So it's one of those situations right there. But I think the life lesson of it all is it should give you a gathering collective empathy, because we're all sitting here dealing with something that we are so afraid, discouraged, ashamed of showing, that even when you keeping it one wow, let's be honest, we're all liars. That'll do it for today's episode of Never Shut Up. Oh, I love you. Oh, you love me. All right, let's keep this thing going. I like the new format. It's faster for me. I don't know about y'all. But let's keep that thing going and be ready for that dudes. Start gathering those videos. Y'all always say, sit down, girl. Woo, he scored another touchdown. Let me tell you how he scored that touchdown. And let me show you how you can make it even easier and how they can defend it better next time, etc., etc. That dudes is coming. Love for you guys. Log on, Brinks TV. Have some fun. I am.
Stage a lot faster. Oh, I'm so honored. I'm so inspired to be here, and thanks Shine Global for this award, to be recognized for doing the right thing, to be recognized for doing good things, and trying to inspire others for their own greatness. I'm just a kid from Compton who, at an early age, had to look inside to find my opportunities, because on the outside, there were so many whispers and sometimes yells of I couldn't make my dreams a reality. And thought that was very unfortunate, but I was thankful that I never internalized that chorus that was around me. I was a kid that understood that you had to be greater than your greatest excuse. And I had a lot of excuses. I had a lot of reasons to have self-doubt. But I was able to develop my inner power, discover that inner power, and make sure that I showed the world exactly who I wanted to be. And it was really simple for me. It was to make my dreams a reality. There was nothing more to it. And as I now stand here, just a few miles from where I grew up, where that adversity still is strong, and as we see through these movies, that it's worldwide, not just in our locale, You see the suffering, you see the gangs, you see the drugs, you see the poverty. And there's always one common escape. It's that inner power, it's that ambition. It's having a voice that's louder than those surrounding voices. And I'm on a mission, a global mission, to make sure that that inner power inspires all to not only give, but to receive the blessings that come from giving. And I'm up here right now as a guy who's challenging everyone to give their 3 T's. That's time, that's talent, and that's treasure. Human capital, financial, whatever it may be. Let's invest in each other because we all have to coexist here together. And as I look around and I have a foundation that really inspires these kids to become their greatest version of themselves, and to look in the mirror to make sure that they're greater than their greatest excuse. It gives me my greatest passion. I was a kid who wanted to be a school teacher, but because of my height, weight, and speed, I became a football player. So I took that helicopter ride up as high as I could, but as I was ascending, I never forgot that I was once one of those fork-in-the-road kids who was shot at many times, who had to navigate around adversity every single day, who had to waste so much of his brain power just trying to get home every day. And so many experiences that sometimes you become desensitized to. But in reality, that is someone else's reality. So I'm so thankful to stand in front of all of you guys as an example of the kids that we're trying to affect, the underserved, the underprivileged, those who are told that their hardships are greater than who they are. But hopefully we can inspire them all to look inward, because everything they want out there is already in here. Appreciate you guys.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook, where you can bet on everything, anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right. Get a 125% sign-up bonus, and to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we're giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.